I am. I am. Today's talk is I am. Fill in the blank yourself. Because that's what free will is, isn't it? You get to live your one and only life, your one and only way. I am female. I am a wife. I'm a mother. I am a daughter. I am a sister. I am a cousin, an aunt, a niece, a granddaughter, a friend, a coworker, practitioner, a minister, a human. I am a life expressing. I am successful. I am a failure. I am smart. I am silly. I am goofy. I'm ignorant. I am callous. I am compassionate. I am jaded. I am sentimental. I am melancholy. I am sad. I am happy. I am funny. I am angry. I am mean. I am hurt. I am quiet. I am loud. I am boisterous. I am shy, rarely. I am insecure. I am self-confident. I am all of these things and more. They are all aspects of me. But what else? What else? What do we want to be more than anything else, always? What do we want to be? You know, when we were little kids, when you ask a little kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be? I want to be a pilot. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be the president of the United States. I want to be a baseball player. I want to be a football player. I want to be a sports figure. I want to be a hero. And as adults, what do we want to be more than anything else? What do we want to be, you know? I think we want to be authentic. I think we want to be genuinely us. Whatever that means for each one of us, I think we want to be real. We want to be genuine. We want to be authentically us. You know, Oscar Wilde said, be yourself. Everybody else is taken. And a lot of us don't exactly know how to get there, to authentic. Because we've been something else. We've been something else for someone else or for many other people all our lives. We have been so many things for other people our whole lives. Think about it when you were children. Who among us who were described as we were children? The smart one. Or this is my athletic one. Or this is the baby. That was me, right? We were described, we were given attributes by these big people around us. We were assigned these things by other people. Anybody, or was it just me? Anybody get this, right? We were, and who among us were told to do what we were supposed to do when we were children? You know, go to college, be a doctor. Go to college, be a teacher. You got to get your degree and be an accountant. Do what your dad did. Make sure you get that degree. Or don't go to college, it's a waste. Go to a trade school, take up a trade, be a carpenter. Be sure you're a plumber, be a hairdresser, you'll always have a job. Be this, be that. I've got one word for you. Plastics. Right? Everybody had an idea of who or what we should do or be or both. And by the time we got to be adults, really, did we know our authentic self? Or were we busy already on that treadmill trying to be and please and live up to other people's expectations of us? And so then we reach a time in our lives where we're like, well, slow down, who am I? What do I want? And how do we quiet those voices, those critical parents, or the may not be a parent, it could be any adult. That critical voice that says, be this, don't be that, do this, don't do that. By the time we reach adulthood, do we even recognize the authentic self? And would we recognize him or her if that person suddenly appeared? I am who? What? I am what? And so we seek to answer that question, but at what level are we asking it? And what level is it being answered? You know, when we answer, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm a mother, I'm a teacher, we are answering that question we're answering it honestly, but we're answering it at the level of the condition. We're answering it at the level of the effect, at the level of the physical world. Just the physical world out picturing. And they are aspects of me. They are aspects of me. I am a mother. I am a teacher, I am a minister, but they are aspects of me. But is that the truth of me? It is the I am at the physical level. And it's all well and good. That is me. That is how I operate in the physical world. That's who I am. But that I am changes as we change and grow. That's the condition. And we always say things at the physical level change our whole lives, right? Things at the physical level are never here to stay, they are here to pass, right? It says in the Bible, they've come to pass. Yes, they don't come to stay. So things, the I am at the physical level is just a temporary state of being. I wasn't always a mom. I wasn't born a mom. I became one. I used to be a video analyst. I was a professional video analyst. I'm not that anymore. The I am at the physical level changes. It changes. Things come and things go at the physical level. So what am I? What is the I am of me that resides, that abides, that stays? Ernest Holmes, in Lessons in Spiritual Mind Healing, he said this: it is through our individual subjective mind that we reach into universal creative law. Because our individual subjective mind is some part of it. Our own subjective thought patterns are the bridge over which passes the creative power of the universe through our imagination and into our external life. Does that make sense? Let me say it again. It is through our individual subjective mind that we reach into universal creative law, because our individual subjective mind is some part of it. And our own subjective thought patterns are the bridge over which passes the creative power of the universe through our imagination into our external life. And that is our soul's calling. That is the I am calling us to a greater sense of being, to accept the divine ideal, to accept Spirit's idea of us. The seed, right? We talk about seed, soil, and plant. So the divine ideal is God's idea of us. That divine ideal, to accept God's divine ideal, God's idea of us, to personalize it through our own subjective mind, to make it our own idea, and then through our own inspiration and our own intuition and our own imagination to manifest that at the external level. That is the I am of us. That is God's highest idea of us being called to express in the world. It's about going deeper. It's not about what do I want to be when I grow up. I mean, that's all well and good, but that's at the physical level. We must go deeper. The I am is not interested in what you want to be when you grow up. It is interested in us expressing our authenticity, who and what we are at that deeper, most genuine level as God intended us to be. I am calls us to our authenticity, not our ego, not our sense of self, our grand sense of self, not our materialism or our status or what other people think we should be or do. The I am within us is calling for us to live that sense of authentic life. It is calling us to be ourselves, wholly, genuinely, in love, and in self-confidence. And we cannot get there by listening to what other people think we should and should not do or be. We get there by removing ourselves from the busyness of life and going within. We get to hear God's idea of who we are when we get still and we listen and we open up and we receive. Arthur Schopenhauer said, people need external activity because they have no internal activity. Now think about that. People use external activity because they have no internal activity. You know those times when you're too busy in your life? You're busy doing. Don't nudge the person next to you now. I'm talking to you. You know those times when you're too busy and you're on that little treadmill? Boy, you got to get things done. We're also useful. We're also busy. We're also multitasking. You know what? It's not going on. You're not attending to the internal activity. You're not honoring the internal activity. And how many of us resonate with that quote? I'm just too busy, can't sit still from the minute I get up to the minute I go to bed. I'm just busy doing and accomplishing and being responsible and doing all that kind of stuff that I need to do to be a useful little engine. Really? Stop it. Sit down, shut up, listen. Go within, go within. How busy are we? If we're too busy to hear that still small voice, guess what? We're too busy. If we're too busy to meditate, if we're too busy to pray, if we're too busy to get silent and get quiet, we're really too busy. And then how productive can we really be? How productive can we really be? If we are doing so much with our day that we are neglecting our inner life, we are too busy. We're too busy. We are too concerned with the things of the world. We are too concerned with the physical. We are too concerned with what other people think. We are too concerned with being a good person. It's silly. We are too concerned with being productive. We are too concerned with showing an image. We are too concerned with our ego. If I don't do this, what will people think? Who cares what other people think? If we're too busy trying to please other people, we're too busy. If we're too busy telling other people how they should be, we're too busy. I remember Byron Katie in her work saying that there's 3 businesses in the world, right? There's your business, there's other people's business, and then there's God's business. And you know what your business is, and you know when you're in other people's business, right? You're busy telling them what they should or shouldn't do, or how they should or shouldn't be, or what's right for them. And then of course there's God's business, which is like the weather, and the planets rotating and the stars and all that kind of stuff. That's God's business. So if you're in other people's business or you're in God's business, who exactly is running your life? You have to stop and think about it. Because if you're over there doing someone else's business, someone's running your life and they may not have your best interest at heart. So you have to pull it back. If we are busy making ourselves busy with other people's business, we are not living our authentic life. It's kind of one of those keep your eyes on your own paper moments, you know what I mean? You heard that as a child, right?
Yes.
Keep your eyes on your own paper. Well, I am. Clearly, I cannot know my I am if I don't spend time with it. I can't hear what it's saying to me. So every day, I must remove myself from the busyness of life. Every day, I must make a conscious decision to remove myself from the busyness of life, from my to-do list, from all the things that are waiting outside the door for me to do. And I have to go within, and I have to get quiet, and I have to get to know that voice. That's the only way we get to know the I am of us. And the I am is God, right? The I am within us is that seed of perfection that's nestled within us. It is our greater self. It's that spark of the divine that God placed within us itself. It is our knowing of who we are. It is the divine having an experience of us. And it knows of us in a greater way, whole, perfect, and complete. more so than our physical life would lead us to believe. So when I get quiet and I get still and I go within, I get in touch with that I am. I get in touch with that highest version of myself that God knows me to be. The I am that I am. See, that's what it meant in the Bible. So I'm getting in touch with that I am of me, the God self. And Ernest Holmes said this. He said, I do not believe I am God. There is a great difference between saying I am God and saying God is me. Ice is water. All ice is water. But not all water is ice. We get that. So we might say the life of humanity. All of the life of humanity is some of the life of God. Some of the life of God is all of the life of humanity. But humanity is not all there is to the life of God. It is my conviction that whatever my life is God. There's no difference between my life and God. In essence, the difference is in degree. Consequently, if the infinite I am in me and in all of us is God, it accounts for the fact that in moments of illumination, we are able to see that thing that includes all of us. That infinite thing that knows me at the level of my ability to know it. Its self-knowingness is me, and my self-knowingness is it. This is the I am. This is what we are getting in touch with. That thing that resides so perfectly, so beautifully within all of us. It is the beloved in me. It is the beloved in you. And we must touch that place within us that knows of its divinity, and we must court that. Grow that. To love unconditionally, to love that. And we grow in our ability to demonstrate it in the world. As we get to know the great I am, that I am, we get to embody it and demonstrate it in the world. And then we are the healing place that the world is calling us to be. We are the place of transformation that the world is calling us to be. Then we give permission to transform all of those people around us. They're calling for you to be that place of peace. I am God's love in the world. I am God's abundance expressing. I am God's wisdom speaking. I am some part of the life of spirit expressing uniquely as me. Ernest Holmes said, at any rate, here is the reason that God is the I am. And I am is a statement of the verb to be. Moses said the word of life, the word of power, is in your own mouth. The ancient Upanishads, the Vedas, the Bhagavad Gita, all taught these things, and these are the things that Gandhi studied. Lift the rock and you will find me. Cleave the rock and there am I. God is everything, through everything, in everything, as everything, what it is. This is our own nature. We are spirit, soul, and body, and there is something within you that is acted upon, as a result of which something happens to you. When we open our hearts, when we open our minds, when we get still enough to allow that seed of perfection that is nestled within us to expand and grow, it does. It waits on our welcome, and it fills us, and we become more and more of that. And then we become more and more of that in the world. I am spirit, soul, and body. I go to source to know myself. All the aspects of me are lovely, and I know I'm attached to a lot of them. All those aspects of me are quite lovely. I'm a mother, and I'm a wife, and I'm a teacher, and I'm a minister, and I do love all of them. And they are aspects of me, and they are all temporarily, and at some point they'll all go away. The I am, that which I truly am, is eternal, is deathless, is immortal. I am spirit, and that part of me knows of its divinity. And that divine imparts the divine ideals into my own consciousness. And then I receive these divine ideals and I make them my own ideas through my own individuality and through my own intuition and through my own imagination and inspiration. And then through that inspiration and imagination, I am called to action. My soul calls me, moves me to do something in the world. And then I move. The results are the manifestation through the divine creative process as me. And as each and every one of you, as each and every one of us. No one else can be this I am, that I am. And that is true for each and every one of us sitting here. No one else can be the I am that you are. No one else can be the I am that is inside of you. And Spirit has called you here in physical form to be just that, to be that unique expression, to be that I am in the world that no one else can do but you. No one else can do but you. Each and every one of us, individualized expressions of the one life of God, here to do and be that unique, genuine, authentic I am in the world as only we can do it. Hilda Charlton wrote this beautiful poem, and she said, "A voice asked, 'Who or what is God?' And the pine tree softly sighed, 'I am.' Deep in the jungle, the grass and the weeds, a tiny ant paused and declared, 'I am.' From a million light years away, a burning answer of a star came, 'I am.' A turtle poked his head out of his shell and said, 'I didn't understand the question.' 'Who or what is God?' the voice replied. 'Oh,' said the turtle, tucking his head back into his shell, 'I am.' A voice asked, 'Who is God?' The ocean roared, 'I am.' The trees softly swayed, 'I am.' A newborn child cried, 'I am.' A yogi high in the Himalayas chanted, 'I am.' And then a voice said, 'Will the real God stand up?' And the entire universe silently stood. Take time this week to court the I am. Take time this week to go within and love the I am that lives within you. Nurture it. Love the beloved that lives within you. Spend time with it. Make it your own. And if you've connected with someone's idea of you, get rid of it. And go back inside and know the great I am is you. Thank you so much.